presentation, so please feel free if after the presentation I may be able to share this with you. If you dialed in and left your email for me, I will be able to share that with you easily. But if you did not and you'd like a copy of the presentation and the video, please do email me. You'll see my email address on the PowerPoint here at acastler@sustainabilityma.org. And again, I welcome you to today's presentation. My name's Angela Kastler. I'm the CEO President of the Sustainability Management Association. We actually have one of our very founding board members on the call today, Amanda Fairley from Waste Management. She's the Sustainability Manager for Georgia, Florida, and North Carolina. So thank you so much for joining the call today, Amanda. It's so nice to have you with us. I'd just like to give you, thank you. We just want to give you some background about the SMA. We're an organization for like-minded professionals who are managing for transforming their organizations to holistic management, triple bottom line management, and really thinking about how do we impact the planet, how do we impact people in a positive manner, and really understanding what our negative impacts are and mitigating those and working towards making them so that we can create a sustainable world for our future. And we really do have a purpose. We're about education, where we're helping people to understand the KSAs about sustainability management and how we can create a management norm and a recognized field around that so that everyone really clearly understands what that means. And we offer 3 services in order to do that. First is our membership, where we're able to have like-minded professionals join the best professional network in the world. And we also offer a certification. The Sustainability Management Association is the accrediting body for a certification in sustainability management. And we'll cover the topics first. But we offer it in 2 tiers, one for the certified professional and the other for the certified associate. And the difference between the two is the certified professional are those that are already experts in the field and already have experience 2 years at minimum in sustainability management. For webinars like today, we do offer continuing education units for either your SMCP certification with us or through another channel where you need a CEU credit. So please do email me if I can go ahead and send you a certificate for 1 hour of webinar attendance today on strategically managing energy. For the certification, it covers many knowledge, skills, and abilities, and these are best practices that were put together by about 76 professionals that said, what do we need people to understand about sustainability when it comes to strategy, to learn about the language of sustainability and the frameworks that are used, such as closed-loop management, holistic management, triple bottom line, and zero waste management, and so on and so on. What does CSR mean? What are some of the ISO 26000 concepts and methodologies? And then it goes further and drills down into very technical expertise in management of sustainability to really think about our long-term picture and the ramifications of the decisions that we make, unintended consequences of goals that we're implementing, and to mitigate some of the negative aspects that we might unintentionally create. It also goes through triple bottom line metrics that are commonly used for sustainability reporting to design key performance indicators around your target goals and then being able to really communicate the outcomes of your projects. And then it really drills down into departmental ways that can get involved in your strategies, policies that help your organization build a culture of sustainability around that, and further to engage your supply chain with your actions to solve problems together. It does go through some very common third-party certifications such as USDA Organic, LEED certification, FSC, SFI paper, and so on. And also talks about informal and formal approaches to communicating and reporting your sustainability outcomes, your initiatives and your goals to all of your stakeholders as well. So we do that in a study guide where we're able to have people to learn about sustainability or learn about areas of sustainability that aren't in your scope of work. And so if you'd like more information, please let me know. And there is a study guide available that was put together by a team of professionals for professionals. And we do have recommended trainers to send you to if you'd like to take a training course. The exam for the certification is actually an online exam. We wanted to make it affordable and very accessible for people around the world who are learning about sustainability and would like to have a credential. And that exam also comes with a member discount if you would like to join the organization. And this is just a look at the study guide that's put together with those KSAs that we discussed before, and you can find that on our website if you'd like. But truly, we are an organization that truly believes in transforming leadership, that we can take our organizations and really manage for the future. Some of our directors are on the line today, and thank you very much for joining us. This is just a look at the experts that we believe are serving the field of sustainability management to make that happen, and I thank all of you for your service. So we believe that in transforming leadership, that we will lead organizations with strategies that ensure a healthy society, a healthy environment, and economy for our performance and financial metrics, and that managing for tomorrow is much greater than today. Just to give you a look at where our members reside, we're in 35 states across the country. We're also in 18 countries around the world. And many of you are on the call today, and I really appreciate you staying up late or getting up very early to join us. For our next webinar, if you'd like to mark your calendar, it's scheduled with SunPower, and they'll be talking about manufacturing and sustainable manufacturing and installation of solar powers and the trends of the industry there. And that's scheduled for February 21st at 10 a.m. PST time zone. Today, I'm really proud to introduce you to our speakers today from New York City Health and Hospitals, and they'll be talking about strategically managing your energy within multi-facility complex environments. And we'll be introducing you to Cyril Toussaint. He's the Director of Energy Management and Sustainability.
Did we hang up over there?
No. Did the call drop?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Also?
Oh, we're unmuted.
Hello? Ask them if they're hearing us.
We can hear you, she said. Oh, okay. I think everyone.
So now we're the presenters, so they can hear us.
Oh, okay.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. And thanks a lot, Angela. Angela, we were having some difficulties at our end, not being able to hear you. Yeah, but I have with our team here, with the team, Ruby Cruz, the corporate energy manager, Marcus Lois, also corporate energy manager, and Miss Yusi, the corporate energy analyst. Our presentation today will focus on energy management, which is one of the major categories of the environmental matrix. The U.S. Health sector ranks as the second most energy intensive industry, and hospitals are the largest energy consumer and producer of greenhouse gases in the healthcare sector. Therefore, our primary aim today is to share with the group our energy efficiency strategies and the impact of these strategies to our GHG emissions level. But just let me give you some background of New York City Health and Hospitals. We are the largest municipal healthcare organization in the country. We provide medical, mental health, and substance abuse services through 11 acute care facilities, 5 nurse care or long-term care facilities, and a number of diagnostic and treatment centers, plus a significant number of community-based clinics across New York City. We serve over 1 million New York residents each year, and a significant portion of these, the population we serve, are uninsured. The group here manage, over 21 million square feet of campus area across the city. Here, just to give you an idea of our locations across the various boroughs of New York City, and you can see where we have the H of all our hospital locations and DNTC and long-term care facilities. As one of our public hospitals, which is Bellevue Hospital, is the oldest public hospital within the United States. We started providing or caring for New Yorkers since 1736. So it can tell you how long we have been providing care, to our population here. Here is just some snapshots of Bellevue in the early 1800s, and next slide. And here is our Bellevue Hospital today. And this hospital is located in Manhattan. There are some other shots of some of our facilities that we manage. Kings County. Here is Kings County Hospital that was constructed in 1837. Here is a shot of our campus, Kings County campus, located in Brooklyn today. We have several other shots here. Aerial view of a Jacoby Hospital located in the borough of the Bronx, and followed by one of our hospitals in the borough of Queens. So here's a snapshot of the facilities that we manage spread across the 5 boroughs of New York City Health and Hospitals.
Okay. During New York City Climate Week in September 2014, Mayor de Blasio announced New York City's commitment to reduce greenhouse gas emissions 80% by 2050, with an interim goal of 35% by 2025. To achieve the ambitious goals, the 10-year action plan called One City Built to Last was released, which identifies initiatives to retrofit public and private buildings to reduce the city's contribution to climate change while stimulating major cost savings and creating thousands of New York jobs for New Yorkers. In September 2015, New York City Health and Hospitals joined the New York City Carbon Challenge for universities and hospitals. The challenge is a voluntary leadership program for universities, hospitals, commercial offices, and multifamily buildings to commit to reduce their greenhouse gas emissions 50% by 2025. Nearly 3/4 of our greenhouse gas emissions come from the energy used to heat, cool, and power our facilities, making building retrofits a major component of any plan to dramatically reduce our emissions. The first step to reduce our carbon footprint was to create an effective energy management model which identifies our inefficiencies and conserves energy. The 10-step energy management model that you see is a comprehensive model based on 4 management system concepts: planning, organizing, implementing, and controlling. This model provides an overview of New York City Health and Hospitals' energy management process as illustrated. The model is an ongoing, recurring process. Once improvements have been identified and implemented, regular monitoring confirms performance and leads into the next cycle of goal setting and further improvements. Step 1, development of the Energy Master Plan. Establishes baseline consumption, identifies and evaluates current energy uses, consumption, and actual needs. It identifies inefficiencies and provides conservative solutions to help us achieve greater emissions reductions and realistic return on investment for identified projects. Step 2, performing an energy audit at the facility focuses on identifying individual and bundled opportunities to improve energy efficiency, lower costs, as well as the potential to apply renewable technologies, which my colleagues will discuss later in this presentation. Step 3 identifies energy efficiency measures. Upon receipt of the energy audit, we review the list of potential improvements, implement strategies are identified, including how to apply resources, minimize returns, and make the case to upper management to move forward with the project. Step 4, performing environmental and financial analysis involves cost-benefit analysis of individual and bundled opportunities and financing options with input from the facility staff, administration, and the finance department. This step helps to validate the proposed activities and resources required. We also include other considerations such as life cycle costs and impact on patient health and greenhouse gas emissions. Prioritizing the energy efficiency measures, we evaluate projects chosen to determine the order of implementation. We also prioritize based on the number of factors, including the financial impact, the emissions reduction, or the need for infrastructure upgrades required by the Department of Buildings, the Department of Health, and the Joint Commission regulations. Step 5, secure capital funds for selected energy efficiency measures. The majority of our funds have been provided by the Department of Citywide Administrative Services, Department of Energy Management, that are known as DCAS-DEM. DCAS-DEM manages the energy accounts and energy efficiency initiatives for the City of New York. They're also responsible for implementing programs and projects to support reducing greenhouse gas emissions from municipal buildings and operations from 80% by 50 as outlined in the One City Built to Last. The programs include competitively awarding capital and expense projects funded through the Accelerated Conservation and Efficiency Program that are known as ACE, and the Expenses for Conservation and Efficiency Leadership Program, EXCEL. Step 6 is the approval from the Board of Directors. Energy project approval is an ongoing process that requires groundwork, pacing, and patience. Thankfully, our administration does it effectively, and our ideas get decision makers' attention and approval. Step 8 is Actually, I'm sorry. Step 7 is to install the approved energy efficiency measures. By implementing the activities, we ensure the projects are accomplished and upgrades are completed according to plan and specifications. The majority of the large projects are done through outside services. Step 8, establish the develop preventative maintenance programs, which is a straightforward program is set on a schedule based on a calendar, date, or usage. Often, recommendations of the manufacturer are followed. Step 9, measurement and verification, where we confirm performance, involves the review and evaluation of the projects to determine if the established goals were achieved. Performance evaluations are done immediately upon completion, and validation is performed on an ongoing basis. Step 10 is to revisit the energy master plan, reestablishing baseline consumption. We analyze changes in the energy consumption patterns that result from implemented projects. We track ongoing, existing new energy usage data, which guides adjustments to previous baseline parameters and help to identify the next set of goals. Next slide. Thank you. The 5-year energy master goals that were set forward in 2014 established reduced public health care system energy usage by 10%, decreased public health care system and annual utility expenditures, increased energy efficiency and conservation and reduced peak demand, install renewable energy technologies across the public health care system, improve building operations and maintenance practices, complete energy audits for all acute care facilities, encourage and increase demand response program participation, and reduce greenhouse gas emissions 30% by 2019 from 2007 levels. Our achievements include 40+ million in energy savings from 2014 through 2017. Energy consumption was reduced by 11% between 2014 and 2017. Energy audits have been completed for all acute care buildings. All acute care and diagnostic and treatment centers have been enrolled in demand response programs. The greenhouse gas emissions have been reduced by approximately 27% from 2007 levels, and combined heat and power, fuel cells, and solar PV projects are in design at various facilities throughout our campuses.
As eloquently laid out by Ruby, what this means is that following the model produces overwhelming success for us thus far. And the key cornerstone of that is the audit process. As explained, all audits have been produced for most of our acute care facilities. And this is just a snapshot of what it means for us to conduct the audit for our facility. And these audits also, it's important to note that they follow New York City Local Law 87, which mandates that all of our buildings of 50,000 square feet or more, gross square feet that is, must undergo some sort of periodic energy audit and retro-commissioning measure. And so we follow this model when we go out for audits so that we can have a true understanding of where our buildings are, what needs to be done, and how we can implement our 10-step model in an attempt to reduce our carbon footprint and to increase our energy efficiency. So as part of the audit, we clearly identify the type and cost of energy use. We understand, this gives us an understanding of how the building is being used and where possible waste is at its maximum. We identify and analyze cost-effective ways of using our energy. This also helps us improve our operational techniques. We know what new equipment or what new processes or new technologies are needed. It allows us to also perform economic analysis on the options and determine the most cost-effective to our business model. This then is very important because it allows us to prioritize the energy conservation and energy efficiency measures that is a result of the audit. Because of this, we would like to now highlight some of the successes or the ongoing projects that we have and the accomplishments that we've had because of the audit process. Currently, we have 6 energy efficiency projects completed, major projects completed, whereby we upgraded lighting and lighting controls. We installed new and efficient dual fuel boilers at 3 of our acute care facilities. What this really did, it allows us to completely get off of number 6 fuel oil. This is a major accomplishment in terms of our carbon emissions goals, and we were able to reduce our fuel oils usage by 84% from 5.4 million gallons to only 878,000 gallons. We completely, like I stated before, we completely eliminated the use of fuel oil, and also we began and initiated a steam trap replacement project. In addition to these, we did numerous upgrades at our facilities where we upgraded control valves, we installed premium efficiency motors in a lot of our air handling units, and we did a lot of other measures at our facilities. The next slide gives a very good overview of the measures performed by our acute care facilities. And so at Woodhall, you can see, the measures performed there included lighting, vacancy sensors, boiler burner replacements, fuel tank upgrades, energy management system, and steam trap upgrades. For Kings County, we replaced some windows, lighting, steam trap. At Bellevue, we did some chillers for the operating rooms. At Harlem, we are doing air handling units, secondary pump modulations, steam pipe installation, and more lighting and control upgrades. Kings County has a plethora of measures, but we want to also highlight that we are doing major upgrades to our boiler plants as part of like an ongoing phase of work as identified by the audit and continued by the 10-step model. Lincoln, we also have some air handling units being replaced as well as lighting. At Cumberland, we're also replacing some boilers, and our Kohler facility is having a brand new central boiler plant installed. We're really excited about all these projects, and they're all possible because we, closely follow our model. What this slide here now shows is a snapshot of all the energy efficiency measures that are ongoing on our Kings County campus. The map shows us how extensive Kings County is. Let me just say Kings County is over 3 million gross square foot. It consumes of all these buildings you see here: TR building, A, B, C, P building, D building, S building, the Z building, the E building, and then in the north we have the food service building, our support office building, our long-term care center, our K building, and our laundry building. So it's a lot of space, a lot of measures going on. So we just wanted to give you guys an idea of what is going on and how we try to move forward to implement these projects. We have lighting, major lighting controls in a lot of these buildings. We were able to install wireless pneumatic thermostats in some of our buildings. That was important for us because we want to integrate technology into what we do. And so it is also our goal to have almost like a command center where we can, from a centralized location, take a look at our buildings and see what measures are taking place, where waste is increasing or decreasing, so that we can address or complement where it's necessary. Very important to know that this facility also, we have a fuel cell project going on, as well as a modular CHP system being installed here. We're really excited about all of these projects. They're going on simultaneously. It's a lot of work, and in order to make sure that everything goes as planned, we have to follow our model very, very carefully. I can't stress how much we follow the model enough. So I just wanted to show you guys some pictures of some of the actual measures at some of the other facilities. Here we can look at some before and after results of our extensive lighting replacement at our Woodhall facility. And this is in the parking garage, the first set of lightings, and the other one is in the mechanical room. Clearly, you can see the difference from the photos on the left to that on the right. Next, we have some additional photos at Kings County to show the improvements in the lighting. In our mechanical spaces. We're also happy to highlight some of our completed new boiler projects that we installed. The photo on the right is Coney Island. We're very excited about that because after Superstorm Sandy, there was a lot of flooding at this facility. And so it was a great effort by all to make sure that these boilers were put in place above the floodplain. And so we're really excited about pulling off this project. And I can say we've saved a lot in terms of our consumption on the natural gas side because of the implementation of these new boilers. On the left is Elmhurst. Likewise, new boiler system. It's really nice, and we're excited about the project as well. Next, we have completed boiler projects at Metropolitan and Woodhall. Really nifty work. At Woodhall, the boiler burners were replaced, and we've seen immediate results in our natural gas consumption because of it, and we are no longer number 6 oil at these facilities.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Marcus. So now that we've spoken about our process and where it has taken us, let's jump into where we want to go. So for the next 5 years, for 2018 to 2022, we'd like to reduce energy consumption by 10%. We plan to achieve this by completing energy efficiency projects at several facilities, reducing our Con Edison district steam consumption by 35%, and decreasing our fuel oil consumption to 150,000 gallons annually. The second point we'd like to achieve is we're lessening our dependency on the Con Edison grid for electricity by finalizing the following programs: installation of a cogen system at 2 facilities, complete rooftop and canopy solar photovoltaic installations at several facilities, exploring other reliable, clean, and affordable on-site generation. We'd also like to expand our energy efficiency maintenance program, continue the implementation of our steam trap maintenance program, and create an insulation replacement program at our facilities. We'd also like to implement processes to measure key equipment and facility performance. It's important for us to really change the behavior at our facilities. Therefore, we'd like to establish an energy command center, develop measurement and verification tools, and create an energy master plan for each facility. This will help get our staff involved, and personnel will become more aware of their energy consumption and daily use. Lastly, we'd like to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions by an additional 16% to 42% from our 2007 base year. So just to give us a snapshot of where we'd like to be by 2025, you can see in this chart where we are right now, which is at 26%, and where we're projected to be by 2022, which is at 42%, approximately 42%. So now, just like to thank everyone for allowing us the time to present. And if anyone has any questions, please let us know. And if you think of any questions later on, you can contact me, well, our team, at my email's listed right there. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. So we're now open to any questions or comments from everyone.
Start at the top. And then more about, do you want to read the comments?
I'm looking. Yeah, we're reading. Does anyone have a state regulation that requires energy audits for buildings greater than a certain square footage?
I guess we could start answering.
I can speak regarding the state regulations. This is Art Robleski from MCOR Bethlehem.
Hi, Art.
And there are approximately, I can't name them all, a dozen states and cities across the country. Chicago is one, Seattle's another, and I can't remember the rest of them, but more and more states and cities across the country are rolling out mandatory audits.
Hi. There is a question from Ellen, Ms. Jackson, Elaine, regarding facilities able to operate on their own recycled water, solar panels, resource of rugs and walls are recyclable. Um, we are now moving into this direction to first have solar photovoltaic being installed at our facilities, and it's a joint program between health and hospitals and the Department of Citywide Administrative Services. This program will begin later this year with regards to the installation. For recycled water, we have not. We are currently in discussions with the Department of Environmental Protection, that's New York City, to develop our water management program at a number of facilities. I think we're still in the pilot phase. And later on, we would like to share with the group our successes that we would experience here with regards to our water management.
Next question. Next question. Wait, scroll.
What's that? If you'll tell us here if you have small amounts that are net metered. No. So you respond to that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
One of the questions that came in, where can one find more details on other city and states, assuming this is not mandate, so reporting is also not required? That's just a general question to everyone. Let's scroll up. I think we missed a few questions. Energy master plan. I would like to see the outlines and details for such a plan.
We can definitely share that plan. We have no problems sharing the plan with you guys. Any aspects of the presentation that you guys need, we will make it public. Additionally, I believe the webinar is being recorded, so we can always share the details with you guys at a later date.
Scroll up to the other questions. The goal and the requirements is indoor to move to LED from halogen.
Hold on, let me reply.
Yes, it is. And we have a lot of P8s and P12s in our facilities, as well as halogen, and we are moving toward LEDs.
Could you send a quick sec? We can't hear them. Apparently someone is.
Yes, she was asking.
Yeah.
So that's what
Could you send,
No, but wait, the teller, we can't hear.
How do I reply to the private message?
no, we cannot hear.
It's gonna go to everybody.
And so no, we cannot hear anyone.
We cannot hear.
See, I went to everybody. You gotta go to my name.
Angela?
What types of budget requirements does your CFO but represent your
Next question, what types of budget requirements does your CFO and board of directors have you present your proposals with? Yeah.
So,
They can
Yeah.
hear us.
Okay.
go ahead.
The question states, what type of budget requirements does your CFO and board of directors have you present your proposals with? So we usually have to, depending on what project it is, this one is difficult to answer because there are easy, simple payback projects that are easily approved by the board and the CFOs. And then there are other projects such as cogen and battery storage projects, which require a lot more in-depth detail. And we also are not 100% covered through grants offered by DCAS on certain projects. Therefore, we do need the CFOs and finances buy-in to help finance the project. Is anyone able to sub-meter in your state to manage any energy more effectively?
Yeah.
Looking at Kings County,
Please enter your access
you
code
are able
followed
to
by the
isolate
pound.
energy utilization.
Well, as part of the Kings project, sub-metering was included as part of the ECMs because the campus is so vast.
To enable
You know, to
please
really
enter your
get a
access
handle
code
on
followed by the pound or
on
hash sign.
the electric consumption, we submitted as part of the project. Additionally, we also have tools with
You want to move this?
we also have baked into the project the ability to look at accounts by buildings. And what we have done is worked with our utility providers to match up the service addresses with the actual building addresses. And we were also able to use our automated billing processes to ensure that all parties are on the same page in terms of the utility, us, and the facility personnel in that respect, so that we can better understand electric use.
Were you able to reduce fuel oil by switching to natural gas or other sources? Yes, we were able to reduce fuel oil because we switched to natural gas. So now, majority of actually all of our facilities are on firm gas service.
And, I would like to chime in here. You guys talked about weather before we started the webinar. Where this pays off is, for instance, we just had 11 days of consecutive sub 15-degree temperatures. And so what that means is that all of our facilities would have had to burn excessive numbers of number 2 and number 6 oil when called upon by the utility. But because of our strategies to put them on firm gas, we avoided that, and we also avoided the emissions and the GHG increases that came with such a terrible weather.
Next. Go up. Go up more.
Any additional questions? I think we answered a question about putting power back into the grid. Putting power back to the grid in New York City is often very challenging. So none of our projects actually put power back into the grid, but we do have like power purchase agreements, and we do have agreements with the utility where some of the energy is net metered. It's not the same thing, but it's as close as putting power back into the grid. We also have in the works some microgrid projects which would work similarly like that, but it's not a direct selling power back to the grid, but the essence is the same.
Someone did ask about sub-metering, and yes, we are in the process of sub-metering all of our facilities.
Are you able to build a culture?
So one of the questions was, what pushback administration have you experienced? We've actually been pretty fortunate in that our administration is very supportive of these initiatives. So we haven't had really pushback. They're very open to our ideas and I mean, we really back up everything we do with analysis. With analysis of savings, and we also always show our GHG reductions. So the pushback, we haven't really experienced any.
And again, to reiterate what Diana said, it's because of, again, the model and having all the key stakeholders involved. As soon as these projects come on board, being able to go and present it to our board of directors and our capital committee gives the financial folks, gives the planning folks, and gives senior management all a heads up, if you will, as to what is coming in the pipeline and its impact on our facilities. Therefore, it really helps eliminate pushbacks, and also helps to build a culture of sustainability. Where we find ourselves moving next is to make sure that everyone, not just senior management and the folks that are involved, so all of our employees and all of the people that, staff and consultants or whatnot, get on board. And that is an ongoing process that we continue to strive to implement.
President Trump does not support sustainability. What does that mean for our goals? Executive Order 26 actually addresses President Trump's, yes, the executive order from the mayor, which is Executive Order 26, even though Trump backed out of the Paris Agreement, the mayor is in support of sustainability, and that means our goals of sustainability are supported.
In addition, our governor, Governor Cuomo, also is supportive of these climate change initiatives and greenhouse gas emissions reduction. So although at a federal level we might not be supported, we're supported locally at a city and state level. So it doesn't really change our goals or impact our goals in such a way where we stop what we're doing.
If anything, it does accelerate, because EO 26 does identify as one of the goals to accelerate the energy program.
I see another question about, does your electric company assist you in submetering, or do you have to pay the enormous cost to do so? Any way you can share the amount. Well, I can talk to one of the initiatives that we benefit from a metering perspective. And what we've done is that the company that manages our demand response efforts, they, as part of the program, they provide us with real-time metering services, and this is at no cost to us. It's as part of the project, and it's also part of our work with the mayor's office and other parties, where we do not bear the cost to have real-time metering installed at our facilities. What this does for us, though, it gives us, again, working with technology, the ability to see in real time how our facilities are performing, not only during demand response events, but year round. We can then use that to shed load or do peak load management. And we are constantly working with our other sister agencies in New York City to achieve this goal. Also, we would like to thank you for posting the link for the mandated city benchmarking. Hopefully the other members can really benefit from that bit of information. Any other questions?
Thanks everyone. I would like to thank Angela and all members who participated on this webinar. And if you like to have any additional information from us, please don't hesitate. We will share this presentation with you, and also we will share we can share our energy master plan for individuals who would like to take a look at it. So any questions, any additional questions you may have, please send it to Miss Diana Yuse. It's diana.yuse@nychhc.org. Thanks again.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know.